George's little train.
Peppa and George have come to play in Granny and Grandpa's garden.
What's that noise?
Grandpa's making something.
Hello, Peppa and George. That's perfect timing. I've just finished making it.
And may we ask what it is?
I'll show you.
Wow!
A little toy train.
It's not a toy. This is Gertrude. She's a miniature locomotive.
But doesn't it need railway tracks to run on?
Oh, no. I fitted Gertrude with car wheels so she can go anywhere she likes.
Grandpa, can we ride in Gertrude?
Hop aboard. Full steam ahead.
Bye-bye, Granny.
See you later.
Peppa and George love Grandpa's little train.
Grandpa's little train goes choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo. Grandpa's little train goes choo-choo-choo all day long. And the piggies on the train go oink, 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 oink. And the piggies on the train go oink, oink, oink all day long.
Here is Grandad Dog with Danny Dog.
Hello. Hello, Danny.
I see you're playing toy trains.
Toy? Gertrude isn't a toy. How's your little lorry?
Little lorry? My breakdown truck is a proper work vehicle.
Grandad, can I ride on the train?
It's your choice, Danny. If you'd rather play trains than...
Thanks, Grandad.
See you later.
Miss Rabbit is driving the school bus.
And to our left, we can see some hills with trees.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa.
All Peppa's friends are here.
Can we ride on the train?
I'm giving the children an educational bus tour. Are trains educational?
They certainly are.
Hands up, all those who want to ride on the train.
Me!
And hands up, all those who want to stay on the bus. OK. You can all go on the train and I'll follow along behind.
Grandpa's little train goes choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo. Grandpa's little train goes choo-choo-choo all day long.
What a lot of mud.
We don't want to get stuck. Maybe we should go a different way.
It's only a patch of mud. Come on, Gertrude. You can make it.
Come on, bus. You can make it.
The bus is stuck in the mud.
Oh, bother.
Hello, Miss Rabbit. How are you today?
I'm a bit stuck. Can you rescue me?
Certainly.
Is your truck strong enough?
Trust me.
Did it work?
No. We need a vehicle with more power.
Can I help in any way?
It's nothing that I can't deal with. Thanks anyway.
I've got an idea. Grandpa Pig's train can tow me out of the mud.
Good thinking, Miss Rabbit.
Grandpa's little train is going to pull the bus out of the mud.
Full steam.
Come on, Gertrude!
On, Gertrude!
Oh, well done.
It's amazing what can be done by a toy train.
Toy? Gertrude isn't a toy.
Gertrude is the very best train in the whole world. Captain Daddy Pig.
Peppa and her family are borrowing Grandpa's boat for the day.
Remember, Daddy Pig, push the lever forward to go forward
Aye, aye, Grandpa Pig. Forward
and back to go back.
and back. Simple.
And please look after my boat. I've just had it painted.
Oh, Grandpa Pig, what an old fusspot you are.
Are my crew ready?
Yes, Captain Daddy Pig.
Then let's go!
Oh, the boat is moving backwards.
Ah! Watch out for the bridge!
Oops.
Oh, that was close.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a lovely time.
I hope my boat comes back in one piece.
Stop worrying. It will be fine.
Peppa, ring the bell.
Aye, aye, Captain Daddy. I'm a bit hungry.
So am I.
Grandpa's left us a picnic in the galley.
What's a galley?
A galley is a boat's little kitchen. Follow me.
Peppa and George are going inside the boat.
Wow.
What a tiny little kitchen.
Where's the picnic?
The obvious place would be here. Oh,
That's not a picnic.
then it must be here.
And that's not a picnic.
This kitchen has everything in the wrong place.
Wow, TV.
Daddy Pig cannot find the picnic.
It's impossible.
If this was my kitchen, the picnic would be here.
Oh, well done, Peppa.
Peppa has found the picnic.
Delicious.
Oh, it's the ducks. Hello, Mrs. Duck. Would you like some bread?
Peppa and George love feeding bread to ducks.
Look out! Long reeds ahead.
Don't worry. Grandpa's boat will easily go through them.
Are we stuck?
No, we can reverse.
Now are we stuck?
Yes.
Oh dear, Grandpa's boat is stuck in the reeds.
I'll just give it a little push.
Do be careful, Daddy Pig.
I know what I'm doing. When I say go, start the engine.
Aye,
Captain Daddy Pig.
Go!
Daddy Pig has pushed the boat out of the reeds.
Hooray!
Quick, Daddy! Jump back on the boat!
Oh no! Daddy Pig is being left behind.
Swim faster, Daddy!
Stop the engine!
What's he saying?
Stop the engine!
Daddy says, stop the engine!
Oh. Are you okay, Daddy Pig?
Yes, I'm fine. But let's head for home before we have any more adventures.
Aye,
Captain Daddy Pig.
They've been gone for ages. I hope my boat's all right.
Look, there they are.
Hello!
Ahoy there!
I'll just park the boat.
You park a car, but you moor a boat. I'll show you.
Grandpa Pig is going to moor the boat.
The secret of mooring is to do it carefully.
Mind the bridge!
What?
Look behind you!
Ah! Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Grandpa has broken his boat.
Never mind, Grandpa. You can have lots of fun mending it.
It is true that I love mending things.
Can I help mend the boat, Grandpa?
Oh, of course you can, Peppa.
Swimming!
Peppa and her family are at the swimming pool. Daddy Pig is wearing his swimming costume. Mummy Pig is wearing her swimming costume. Peppa is wearing her swimming costume.
Hurry up, George. Everyone's waiting.
George is wearing his swimming costume.
Peppa, George, let Daddy put on your armbands.
There, George. Your armbands make you look very grown up.
Now me.
Good. Now we can go in the water.
It is George's first time at the swimming pool.
Why don't you put just one foot into the water? Maybe you should try the other foot.
Maybe George should try both feet at the same time.
Good idea. Well done, George. But you don't need to splash quite so much.
Here is Rebecca Rabbit with her little brother, Richard Rabbit.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, everyone.
Richard, hold on to this float and you can practice kicking your legs.
George, would you like to try kicking your legs?
Very good, but try not to splash.
Big children don't splash. We're very good at swimming. When George and Richard are older, they'll be able to swim like us. Won't they, Rebecca? Yes. Oh,
Richard has a toy watering can.
stop it, Richard. Oh.
Oh dear, Richard has dropped his watering can into the pool.
Mummy.
Sorry, Richard, I can't reach. It's too far down.
Mummy.
I can't swim underwater.
Even I can't swim underwater.
Please hold my glasses, Mummy Pig.
Hooray!
There you go.
Well done, Daddy Pig.
I am rather good at swimming underwater. Huh?
The watering can is for babies. Can we jump off the diving boards now?
Sorry, Peppa. Diving boards are only for grown-ups.
Oh.
Cheer up, you two. You can watch me dive.
Silly Daddy. Your tummy is too big.
Nonsense. I won trophies for my diving when I was younger.
That was quite a long time ago, Daddy Pig.
It's lucky I've kept myself so fit and strong. Please hold my glasses, Mummy Pig. You'll get a better view if you watch me from the side.
Please don't splash us with water, Daddy.
Of course I won't splash you, Peppa. I think I need a higher board.
Please be careful, Daddy Pig.
Yes, don't splash us, Daddy.
Don't worry, Peppa.
Don't splash us with water, Daddy.
I told you I wouldn't splash.
Clever Daddy.
Well done, Daddy Pig.
No need for my towel. I've got a special way of drying myself.
Daddy Pig has splashed everyone with water.
Daddy Pig!
Sorry, everyone.
Pirate Island.
Grandpa Pig is taking Peppa and her friends for a day out on his boat.
Everyone on board?
Aye, Captain Grandpa.
Full sail!
See you later.
See you later.
Peppa and her friends are all wearing life jackets.
George, you could wear my pirate hat. Today we are sailing to Pirate Island.
Ooh.
If we're lucky, we might find buried treasure.
Wow.
Pirate Island sounds like a great place.
Land ahoy! Here we are. Pirate Island.
Hooray! What's that?
It's a metal detector. It finds buried treasure.
Ooh.
Grandpa Pig is using the metal detector to find buried treasure.
Aha!
The metal detector has found something.
Let's dig it up.
It's a little coin.
Treasure!
Hooray!
Let's find some more. Aha! We found something else. It sounds big. My goodness, this piece of treasure is quite heavy.
Oh dear, that is not buried treasure. That is a rusty old shopping trolley.
Oh,
Maybe that's enough treasure hunting. Who wants to help build a big sandcastle?
what a good idea, Granny Pig. I'll just check on the boat.
Granny Pig is going to help the children build a big sandcastle. And Grandpa Pig is doing important boat things.
Ah, this is nice. Oh, maybe I'll just close my eyes for a little bit.
Granny and the children are making a big sandcastle. They need lots and lots of sand. They use buckets to make the castle's turrets. What a splendid castle.
Hooray!
Time to go home. Oh, where's the boat gone?
Look, Granny.
Oh no, Grandpa Pig is fast asleep and the boat is drifting away.
We have to wake Grandpa up. Shout as loudly as you can.
Grandpa Pig!
Wake up! Wake up!
Oh no, Grandpa Pig is still asleep.
Grandpa's too far away to hear us.
We're stuck on Pirate Island. We're castaways. We'll be here for 100 years. We'll have to eat wild fruit and berries. And we'll have to eat insects and slugs.
The parents are here to collect the children.
Oh, where am I?
Hello?
Hello, everyone.
Have you had a nice time?
Yes, actually, I just left something behind. Back in a tick.
Look! There's Grandpa. We're saved! Hooray!
Welcome aboard, me hearties.
Naughty Grandpa Pig. We thought you'd left us behind.
Sorry about that, Granny Pig. Next time, I promise not to fall asleep.
Goodbye, Pirate Island. See you again soon. I love Pirate Island. Can we visit it again?
Oh, of course we can, Peppa.
Hooray! Mr. Scarecrow.
Peppa and George are playing at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house today.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Peppa Egg.
Oh, hello, Peppa. Hello, George.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm making a flower garden.
Ooh.
These seeds will grow into beautiful flowers. I drop the seeds on the ground. Then I cover the seeds with earth. Oh, where have they gone?
The seeds have disappeared.
That's strange. I'm sure I put some seeds here.
Yes, Grandpa. We saw you.
Well, they're not here now. Oh, well, I'll just have to use some more. As I was saying, I simply drop the seeds on the ground.
A little bird is eating Grandpa Pig's flower seeds.
Oi! Get off my seeds! So that's where all my seeds went.
Into the little bird's tummy.
2 more little birds are eating Grandpa Pig's seeds.
Oh, look!
Ah! Shoo, shoo!
What's all this noise?
Granny Pig, the birds are eating all my flower seeds.
So we're chasing the birds away.
There's no point chasing them. They'll just come back again. Look. We need a scarecrow.
What's a scarecrow?
A scarecrow is a straw man that scares birds away.
What a good idea, Granny Pig. I'll make one. Come on, everyone.
Bye-bye, little birds. We're going to make a scarecrow.
This is Grandpa Pig's garden shed.
There'll be plenty of things in here to make a scarecrow. First, we need 2 sticks and some string.
We'll find them.
Peppa has found some sticks. George has found some string.
Good. I'll tie the sticks together to make the body.
Granny Pig has found some straw and an old sack.
Lovely. I'll put the straw in the sack to make the head. Now the Scarecrow needs something to wear.
Here's a bag of old clothes.
Ooh.
George has found a dress.
Silly George. Mr. Scarecrow doesn't want to wear a dress.
Peppa has found a coat.
Very good, Peppa.
George has found a hat.
Very good, George.
Mr. Scarecrow needs a face.
That's right. Would you and George like to paint a face?
Yes, please.
George paints the eyes and nose. Peppa paints the mouth.
Fantastic!
Mr. Scarecrow is ready.
Hooray!
The little birds are looking for Grandpa Pig's flower seeds.
Look, the little birds are back.
Don't worry, Peppa. Mr. Scarecrow will scare them off.
It worked. Mr. Scarecrow has scared the little birds away.
Hooray! Good. Now my flower seeds will not be eaten.
Oh, Grandpa, the birds look very sad.
Yes, they must be hungry.
That's why I've brought this.
What's that, Granny?
It's a bird feeder. Grandpa, may I have some seeds, please? Come on, birdies. Lunchtime. Now the birdies have their own seeds to eat.
Hooray! The little birds are happy again.
Peppa is glad that Grandpa Pig's seeds will not be eaten. But she is even more glad that the little birds will not be hungry.
The boat pond.
The ducks are swimming in their pond. They are very happy. Here are Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig.
Hello, ducks.
The ducks want some bread.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck. We haven't got any bread today. We've got something much more fun.
Peppa has brought her toy boat. And George has brought his toy boat.
Let's wind your boat up, George.
George's boat works with clockwork.
Quick, George. Put the boat in the pond before the clockwork runs out.
George loves his clockwork boat.
Mummy, can you wind my boat up?
Your boat doesn't need winding up, Peppa.
Peppa's boat is a sailboat. The wind makes it go along.
I don't like my boat. It doesn't do anything.
That's because there isn't any wind today.
Maybe it just needs a little help. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your boat along.
Hooray! It went really fast.
Peppa loves her sailboat.
Meh.
Here is Peppa's friend, Susie Sheep.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Susie. We're playing with our boats. Meh. I've got my speedboat. Is it clockwork? No, it has batteries.
Susie's speedboat uses batteries to make it go.
Ooh.
What a great speedboat.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck.
Here is Danny Dog with Grandad Dog.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Danny.
My granddad has made me this paddle boat. Ooh.
I say, that's impressive. How does it work?
It's steam-powered. I just push this little lever.
Wow.
What a fantastic paddle boat. Here is Rebecca Rabbit with her mummy.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Rebecca. We're playing with our boats. I wish I had a boat.
Rebecca Rabbit does not have a boat.
I've got an idea. Luckily, I brought my newspaper along. I just need one page. Which page can we lose? News? Sport? Ah, fashion.
Not the fashion page.
OK, I'll use the business page. When I was a little piggy, I used to fold newspaper like this
What is Daddy Pig doing?
to make a paper boat.
Daddy Pig has made a paper boat.
Thank you, Mr. Pig.
George wants a paper boat too.
Oh, I suppose I can do without the sports page.
Please, can I have one? And me.
Of course.
Daddy Pig is making paper boats for everyone.
Let's have a race.
Good idea, Mummy Pig. We can huff and puff and blow the paper boats across. Everyone take a deep breath. Ready, steady, blow! We have a winner! Who had the sports page?
That's George's boat.
George is the winner.
Hooray!
I like boats, and I like paper boats the best. Me too!
It's time to go home. Everybody has had a great time.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye, ducks. See you soon.
The ducks enjoyed the toy boats, but they quite like having the pond back to themselves again.
Tiny creatures.
Peppa and George are helping Grandpa Pig pick vegetables.
Peppa, here is a lettuce.
Thank you, Grandpa. Oh, what's that? There! There's a horrible monster on it. Monster.
Oh, that's not a monster. It's just a little snail.
Oh, where has he gone?
He's hiding in his shell.
Is that where he lives?
Yes, it's his house. Look, he's coming out again.
Hello, Mr. Snail. Grandpa, does Mr. Snail have a bed in his house?
Oh, no, Peppa.
If I were a snail, I'd have a bed and a table and a chair and a fridge and a television. Grandpa, what do snails eat?
Well, mostly they eat my vegetables. Oi! Stop that, you cheeky rascal.
Grandpa, George and I want to play cheeky snails.
These baskets can be your shells. There, now you look like two cheeky snails.
And I'm going to eat up all Grandpa Pig's lettuce.
Oi! Keep off my lovely lettuce, you cheeky snails.
And when Grandpa Pig shouts at me, I'll hide in my little house.
All of Peppa's friends are here.
Hello, Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Susie. Have you come to play with Peppa and George?
Yes.
I don't know where they are. It's just me and these two snails here.
We are cheeky snails. We are cheeky snails. Surprise! We were pretending to be snails. Can we be snails too?
I don't think I have enough baskets for you all.
Aww.
You could be something else, though. Something exciting from the garden.
A carrot?
Rebecca Rabbit likes carrots.
No, Rebecca, not carrots. Come over here.
What's that buzzing sound? It's coming from that little house. Grandpa, why is that doll's house making a funny buzzing noise?
That's not a doll's house, Peppa. It's a bee's house. It's called a hive.
Ooh.
Look, here's one now.
What's she doing?
She's collecting nectar from the flower, and then she flies back to the hive to make it into honey.
I like honey. Let's pretend to be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Yes, let's be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz,
My,
buzz.
what busy bees!
Yes, we're busy bees. Buzz. Now we must fly back to our hive to make honey. Buzz.
Goodness me, what do we have here?
Granny, we're busy bees. Buzz.
Ah, would you busy bees like some toast?
Yes, please.
And what would you like on your toast?
Honey.
That's lucky, because that's what I've made. Toast and honey.
Hooray! I like being a bee because they eat lots of lovely honey. I like being a snail because they eat all Grandpa's lettuce.
Oi!
Oh.
You cheeky rascal!
Cuckoo clock.
It is early morning. Mummy and Daddy Pig are still asleep.
Wakey, Mummy and Daddy.
What?
It's time to get up.
It's much too early. Don't you know what time it is, Peppa?
No, Daddy. Our clock doesn't work.
Oh dear. Let's see if we can mend it. Ah, the old cuckoo clock.
Why is it called a cuckoo clock?
There's a little wooden bird inside called a cuckoo.
I've never seen the cuckoo.
That's because we stopped winding it a long time ago.
The cuckoo got a bit annoying.
Oh, can we wind it up again, please?
All right.
Daddy Pig is winding up the cuckoo clock.
There.
Daddy Pig sets the clock to the right time. It is nearly 9 o'clock.
Daddy, can we see the cuckoo now?
You'll see the cuckoo soon.
What does she look like, Daddy?
Now let me think. She moves her head like this. And she flaps her wings like this. And she says, cuckoo!
What a noisy little cuckoo you are, George.
Look, it's going to do something. Wow. Silly George, you missed the cuckoo. The cuckoo was really, really brilliant. She went cuckoo and you missed it.
Never mind, George. You can see cuckoo next time.
But you'll have to wait. Cuckoo only comes out once an hour.
Waiting is boring. Come on, George, let's play outside.
George does not want to play outside. He is waiting to see Cuckoo. It is nearly 10 o'clock. George has been waiting for Cuckoo for almost an hour.
George, come and play. Mr. Dinosaur wants you to play too. Grrr. Grrr, dinosaur.
George has missed Cuckoo again.
Never mind, George. Why don't you play in the garden? I'll call you when it's time to see Cuckoo.
To you, George.
It is nearly 11 o'clock.
Peppa! George! Time to see Cuckoo!
Quick, George. You can't miss Cuckoo again. Oh.
George is running faster than he has ever run before.
George, did you see Cuckoo? Cuckoo, cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Peppa and George love playing cuckoos.
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
It is night time. Peppa and George are very sleepy.
Cuckoo.
Peppa and George are asleep.
Is
No, time to sleep.
Cuckoo is not very well.
She just needs to sleep, like you and George.
Good night.
Good night, my little piggies.
George, I know how to make Cuckoo better. Wind her up like Daddy did.
Mummy and Daddy are fast asleep.
What?
Mummy, Daddy, we've got something to show you. We've made Cuckoo better. Ice skating.
Peppa and her family are going ice skating today.
This will be fun.
Peppa and George have never been ice skating before.
Now, George, you won't be very good at ice skating, so just do what I do.
I'm sure we'll all be very good.
Yes, especially me.
First, we need some skates.
At the ice rink, everyone wears skates.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Hello, Mummy Pig.
We'd like to hire some skates, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Happy skating.
Here are Susie Sheep, Rebecca Rabbit, Danny Dog, Zoe Zebra, Candy Cat, Emily Elephant and Pedro Pony. Peppa's friends can ice skate very well. Peppa wants to ice skate too.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa. Is this your first time skating? Yes. Shall I show you how to skate? No, thank you, Susie. I'm sure I can already do it. OK, come on then. This is impossible. I don't want to do ice skating anymore.
Don't worry, Peppa. Everyone falls over when they ice skate. Even I fall over. Watch this. Oops-a-daisy. Ho-ho.
Silly Daddy.
George, would you like to skate?
No.
George has never ice skated before and he is a bit worried.
I'll look after George while you teach Peppa how to skate.
Skating is easy, Peppa. Just push with your feet and glide. Push, push, glide. See?
Push, push, glide. Push, push, glide. This is easy. I can do it on my own now, Mummy. Push, push, glide. Push, push, glide.
Well done, Peppa.
Look at me. I'm skating.
Peppa is doing really well.
Yes, I'm a very good teacher. Slow down, Peppa. You'll bump into someone.
Don't worry, Mummy. I'm very good at skating. Oh, where are the brakes?
Oh dear, I forgot to teach Peppa how to stop.
Oh.
Ah! I can't stop! Look out!
Mummy Pig taught you how to skate, but I taught you how to fall over.
Yes, I'm very good at falling over. George, do you want to skate too? No. Come on, George. It's fun. I'll teach you. First, you need to... Whee! George, come back. I'm teaching you how to ice skate.
What a surprise! George can skate beautifully.
Wow! Look at George! Very good, George. Now you need to learn how to stop.
Well done, George.
You're fantastic, George.
Yes, you did very well, George, for your first lesson.
Come on, let's skate.
Yes!
Peppa and George love ice skating. Everyone loves ice skating.
Mummy and Daddy taught me how to skate, but I taught George.
Every morning, Peppa and George brush their teeth. Today, Peppa and George are going to the dentist.
Peppa, George, are you ready to go for your checkup?
I'm too busy for a checkup. I'm having a tea party with Teddy. Yes, we're very busy.
We all need checkups to make sure our teeth are clean and healthy.
OK, Daddy. George, are your teeth clean like mine?
It is George's first visit to the dentist.
You both have lovely clean teeth. I'm sure the dentist will be very happy.
Peppa and George are at the dentist's, waiting for their checkup.
Waiting is boring.
This magazine's very interesting. It's all about potatoes.
Peppa, George, the dentist will see you now.
Hooray!
This is Dr. Elephant, the dentist.
Hello, Peppa. Have you been brushing your teeth?
Yes, Dr. Elephant.
Good. Now, who's first?
I'm first because I'm a big girl. Watch me, George.
Sit in the chair, please. Hold tight.
Whee!
Open wide, please.
Ah!
Wider, please.
Ah!
Now, let's take a look.
Dr. Elephant uses a little mirror to look at Peppa's teeth.
I hope you haven't been eating too many sweeties, Peppa.
It is quite difficult to speak when your mouth is wide open.
There, all done. What lovely clean teeth.
She takes after me.
Can I have the special pink drink now?
Yes, but don't drink it, Peppa. Spit it out.
George, now it's your turn. No.
George does not want it to be his turn.
Maybe you can hold Mr. Dinosaur while the dentist looks at your teeth.
Grrr, dinosaur.
Very pleased to meet you, Mr. Dinosaur.
It's not a real dinosaur. It's made of plastic.
Hold tight. You're doing very well, George. Now, can you show me your teeth?
George does not want to show the dentist his teeth.
George, open wide like this. Ah! Ah!
Ah, there they are. All done. You have very strong, clean teeth, George.
Are they as lovely as mine, Dr. Elephant? Ah!
Yes.
George is very proud to have clean teeth.
George, don't forget the pink drink.
Oh, but wait! What's this?
What's wrong, Dr. Elephant?
George has clean teeth, but this young dinosaur's teeth are very dirty.
Oh, no. Dr. Elephant is very cross with Mr. Dinosaur.
Not at all, Peppa. It's my job to make teeth clean. The water jet, please, Miss Rabbit.
The dentist uses water to clean Mr. Dinosaur's teeth.
The polisher, please, Miss Rabbit. This will be a bit noisy.
Dr. Elephant polishes Mr. Dinosaur's teeth.
Pink, pink.
That's right, George. Mr. Dinosaur needs some special pink drink.
Gosh, what shiny teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Too scary.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur, especially now he has nice clean teeth.
Dens.
Peppa and George are in Granny and Grandpa Pig's garden. They're going to play in their treehouse. Peppa and George love their treehouse. Here are Peppa and George's friends, Zoe, Susie, Rebecca and Richard.
I like your treehouse, Peppa. Can we come in? Yes. Now we can have a tea party.
Here are Pedro and Danny.
Nay. Hello, Peppa. Can we come in? Sorry, Danny. Only girls can come into the treehouse. Boys are a bit noisy. They always spoil the tea parties. But George and Richard are boys. Oh, yes. Sorry, George. This treehouse is for girls only.
What's wrong?
The girls won't let us into the treehouse. It isn't fair.
Ho ho! I think I can help. Come over here.
Now we can have a nice, quiet tea party. What's that noise?
There. Now you boys have your very own den with its very own drawbridge.
A castle! Thank you, Grandpa Pig. Can we come in? No. This is a boys' den for boys only. But I love castles. Castles aren't as good as tree houses. Come on, girls. I'm the king of the castle.
Every castle needs a flag.
Wow! They've got a flag. We don't need a silly flag.
Here is Granny Pig.
Hello, girls. Can I get you anything?
A flag, please. And it must be better than the boys' flag.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm the king of the castle.
Ho ho! Every castle needs a telephone. Hold this. Keep this string nice and tight and you can talk to the boys.
We don't want to talk to the boys. We don't want to talk to the girls.
Granny Pig has found a flag for the girls' den.
This dress will make a pretty flag.
Thank you, Granny. It isn't as good as the boys' flag. I wish we were in the castle. Fairy princesses live in castles. If I were a fairy princess, I would live in a tree house. Can we come over, please? Only if you say the castle is the best. It is the best. I'm staying in my tree house. I love the castle.
Oh dear, it is raining and the castle has no roof.
Let's go to the tree house. No, I'll never leave my castle.
The rain has stopped. George has found a muddy puddle.
That looks fun. I'm staying in my castle. I'm staying in my tree house.
Ho ho! I'll look after your castle, Danny.
I'll look after your treehouse, Peppa.
Peppa and Danny love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles, whether they are girls.
Rock pools.
Peppa and George are going to the seaside with Granny and Grandpa Pig. Peppa and George love the seaside.
Oh, where's the sand gone?
There isn't any sand on this beach, Peppa.
No sand? But we wanted to make sand castles.
Peppa and George love making sand castles.
No, George. Don't be upset. There are lots of exciting things to do on this rocky beach.
Like what?
When the sea goes out, it leaves little pools of water in amongst the rocks.
They're called rock pools.
And in every rock pool, there's something special that the sea has left behind.
Ooh, I can see something glittering. It's a coin. Wow.
Maybe it's a pirate's treasure.
Let's make a collection of all the things we find.
Yes, we'll put them in George's bucket.
What surprise is waiting in this pool?
There's nothing special in this one.
Ho, 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 ho! There's always something, Peppa. Look closer.
Ooh, there is something.
Yes, it's a crab. Ah!
The crab is pinching Grandpa Pig's finger.
Oh! Ouch!
Naughty Mr. Crab. Look, George. Mr. Crab is walking sideways.
George is pretending to be a crab. Peppa wants to be a crab too.
We're naughty crabs. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Pinch, pinch, pinch.
Help! There are two naughty crabs trying to pinch me.
Pinch, pinch, pinch. We're naughty crabs. Pinch, pinch, pinch.
Oh! Shoo, 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 you naughty crabs. Go back to your little rock pools.
Yes. Let's look in more rock pools.
What can you see?
A seashell.
Can you hear the sea in it?
What do you mean?
If you put a shell to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Wow. I can hear the sea. I love my seashell.
George, can you find a seashell too?
Shell. That's not a shell. Oh.
Peppa's right. That's not a shell. George has found a fossil.
What's a fossil?
A fossil is the remains of an animal that lived long ago, when there were dinosaurs.
Dinosaur. Rock pools are such fun.
Yes, they're fun for us, but not for this little fish.
A fish? Where? Ooh.
Poor little fish. She's trapped.
Oh. Oh? The little fish says she wants to go back to the sea.
Maybe you could use your bucket to rescue her.
Yes.
Peppa is rescuing the little fish in her bucket.
Don't worry, Mrs. Fish. You'll soon be back with your friends. Bye-bye, Mrs. Fish. Bye-bye.
Oh!
I love rock pools. Recycling.
Mr. Bull, the bin man, is collecting the rubbish. It is early morning, so Mr. Bull tries to be as quiet as he can. But Mr. Bull is not very good at being quiet. Peppa and George are finishing their breakfast.
What's that noise?
It's Mr. Bull, the bin man.
Hello, Mr. Bull.
Moo! Hello, everyone. Must be off. Lots of rubbish to collect.
Bye.
Bye! Moo!
Mr. Bull has emptied the rubbish bin for us.
Good. Let's clear up the breakfast things.
Can we help, Mummy?
Yes, you can.
Let's throw this empty bottle in the bin.
Peppa, stop.
What?
We don't put bottles in the rubbish bin. They can be recycled.
What does that mean?
All the things we can't use again, we put in the rubbish bin for Mr. Bull.
But all the things that can be used again are put in these recycle boxes.
The red one is for newspapers, the blue one is for tin cans, and the green one is for bottles.
Peppa, you have a bottle. So which box does it go in?
The green one.
Yes.
This is fun.
Now it's George's turn. Can you find a newspaper for the red box?
George wants to recycle Daddy Pig's newspaper.
Ho, ho! I haven't finished with my newspaper just yet, George. You can have it in a minute. Oh, all right. Here you are, George.
Newspapers go in the red box, George. Now that we have collected enough things, we can go to the recycle centre.
Hooray! Let's go!
Mummy Pig has the bottles. Peppa has the tin cans. And George has the newspapers.
Is everybody ready?
Yes, Daddy Pig!
Then let's go!
Recycle, recycle, we're going to recycle. Tin cans, bottles, newspapers. Recycle, recycle, we're going to recycle.
This is Miss Rabbit's recycle centre.
We're here.
Hooray!
Hello there!
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Have you come to do some recycling?
Yes, we have.
Jolly good! Carry on!
What's Miss Rabbit doing?
She's recycling all the rusty old cars.
Wow!
Who can tell me which bin the bottles go in?
The green one.
That's right.
And the cans go in the blue one.
Well done, Peppa.
George wants to recycle the newspapers.
OK, George, you can do the newspapers. There. That's enough recycling for one day.
Yes. Let's go home.
Oh, where's our car gone?
Peppa's car has disappeared.
Stand back!
Miss Rabbit is recycling Peppa's car.
Stop! That's our car.
What? Is it really?
Yes!
Our car isn't old and rusty.
Silly me. I just love recycling.
Yes, so do we. But we also love our little car.
Yes, and our little car loves us too, don't you?
The boat pond.
The ducks are swimming in their pond. They are very happy. Here are Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig.
Hello, ducks.
The ducks want some bread.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck. We haven't got any bread today. We've got something much more fun.
Peppa has brought her toy boat. And George has brought his toy boat.
Let's wind your boat up, George.
George's boat works with clockwork.
Quick, George, put the boat in the pond before the clockwork runs out.
George loves his clockwork boat.
Mummy, can you wind my boat up?
Your boat doesn't need winding up, Peppa.
Peppa's boat is a sailboat. The wind makes it go along.
I don't like my boat. It doesn't do anything.
That's because there isn't any wind today.
Maybe it just needs a little help. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your boat along.
Hooray! It went really fast.
Peppa loves her sailboat.
Meh.
Here is Peppa's friend, Susie Sheep.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Susie. We're playing with our boats. Meh. I've got my speedboat. Is it clockwork? No, it has batteries.
Susie's speedboat uses batteries to make it go.
Ooh.
What a great speedboat.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck.
Here is Danny Dog with Grandad Dog.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Danny.
My granddad has made me this paddle boat. Ooh.
I say, that's impressive. How does it work?
It's steam-powered. I just push this little lever.
Wow!
What a fantastic paddle boat. Here is Rebecca Rabbit with her mummy.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Rebecca. We're playing with our boats. I wish I had a boat.
Rebecca Rabbit does not have a boat.
I've got an idea. Luckily, I brought my newspaper along. I just need one page. Which page can we lose? News? Sport? Ah, fashion.
Not the fashion page.
OK, I'll use the business page. When I was a little piggy, I used to fold newspaper like this
What is Daddy Pig doing?
to make a paper boat.
Daddy Pig has made a paper boat.
Thank you, Mr. Pig.
George wants a paper boat too.
Oh, I suppose I can do without the sports page.
Please, can I have one? And me.
Of course.
Daddy Pig is making paper boats for everyone.
Let's have a race.
Good idea, Mummy Pig. We can huff and puff and blow the paper boats across. Everyone take a deep breath. Ready, steady, blow! We have a winner! Who had the sports page?
That's George's boat.
George is the winner.
Hooray!
I like boats, and I like paper boats the best. Me too!
It's time to go home. Everybody has had a great time.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye, ducks. See you soon.
The ducks enjoyed the toy boats, but they quite like having the pond back to themselves again.
Pen pal.
Peppa and her friends are at their playgroup.
Children, who would like a pen pal?
Me! What's a pen pal?
A pen pal is a boy or girl you can write letters to. This little girl lives in France. Her name is Delphine Donkey.
Can Delphine Donkey be my pen pal?
Of course, Peppa.
Hooray!
It is early morning. Mr. Zebra the postman is delivering a letter to Peppa's house.
Post!
Peppa and George love it when the post arrives.
It's addressed to Miss Peppa Pig.
That's me! Mummy, can you read it for me?
Of course. It's from Delphine Donkey.
My pen pal! What does she say?
Bonjour, Peppa. Comment ça va?
Mummy, why are you saying those funny words?
It's French, Peppa. It means hello, how are you?
What else does she say?
I'll help. J'aime les princesses et jouer avec mes amis.
Clever Daddy!
I am an expert at French.
What does it mean?
Daddy Pig cleans his glasses so he can see the letter more clearly.
It's no good. It's nonsense.
It means I like fairy princesses and playing with my friends.
That's what I was going to say.
I want to talk French.
Maybe you could talk to Delphine Donkey.
How?
Her phone number is on this letter.
Yippee!
Bonjour. Est-il possible que Peppa parle à Delphine?
Mummy Pig is asking if Peppa may speak to Delphine.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. What do I say next?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va? Bye-bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
What did she say?
She spoke French. Bonjour, George. Comment ça va?
Peppa is saying, how are you, in French.
Dinosaur. No, George, that's not how you speak French.
It is morning. Mr. Zebra the postman is delivering letters to Peppa's house.
Post! Hooray! Can I have my letter from Delphine, please?
Sorry, Peppa, there's no letter for you today.
Aw.
I wonder who that could be.
Bonjour, I am Delphine Donkey. I have come to see Peppa.
It's Delphine! Bonjour!
Bonjour, Peppa. Here are my maman and papa and my brother Didier. Bonjour.
Here are my mummy and daddy and my little brother George.
Hello.
Dinosaur.
Dragon.
Do you speak French, Mr. Pig?
I'm an expert at French.
Ah, parlons sport. J'adore l'équipe de foot de Paris. Quelle est votre équipe de foot préférée?
Yes.
Delphine, we could jump up and down in muddy puddles.
Delphine does not understand Peppa.
J'adore sauter dans les flaques de boue.
Peppa does not understand Delphine.
Everything's so different in French, Daddy.
Come on, Peppa. J'adore sauter dans les flaques de boue.
Ah, that's what I was going to show you. We call it jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
J'adore jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Everyone in the whole world loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Sleepover.
It is night time. Peppa is going to a sleepover at Zoe Zebra's house.
Hello, Zoe. Hi, Peppa. Welcome to my sleepover.
I'll pick you up in the morning. Bye-bye, Peppa.
Bye.
Rebecca, Susie and Emily are already here.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa. I've got my teddy. Hello, everyone.
Zoe has her toy monkey.
Oh, oh, oh.
Emily has her frog. Susie has her owl.
Twit-twoo.
And Rebecca has her carrot.
Carrot, carrot.
Mr. Zebra is watching television.
That's better.
I was watching that.
But it was a bit boring, Daddy.
Daddy Zebra is going to bed now. He has to get up early to deliver the post.
Very well, Mummy Zebra.
Don't stay up too late.
Good night, Mummy.
Peppa and her friends are getting into their sleeping bag. Zoe's baby twin sisters, Zuzu and Zaza, want to join the sleepover too.
The sleepover is only for big girls. Oh, they're so sweet and little. Can they stay? OK, but you must promise you'll stay awake. We promise. Wow, a piano. I'm having lessons. Listen. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Can I have a go? And me. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are.
Shush! You must be quiet so Daddy Zebra can sleep. Now, into your sleeping bags, please.
What do we do now? On sleepovers, there's always a midnight feast. What's a midnight feast? We eat things in secret. Ooh. I know where there's food, but we must be very quiet. Shh, Susie. Shh, Peppa. Quiet.
Mummy Zebra has woken up.
We're going to have the best midnight feast ever.
What's going on? You'll wake Daddy Zebra. Now, who knows a nice, gentle bedtime story?
Me. And me. I'll start. Once upon a time, there was a little fairy. Now your turn, Peppa. and she lived in the forest. She was very pretty, and she had a fairy wand.
Lovely.
Your turn, Emily. Tell us what happens next. Well, I'm not really sure. Just say anything, Emily, as long as it's not boring. OK. The little fairy met a big monster who went... Too scary!
What's all this noise?
Oh dear, the noise has woken Mr. Zebra.
Sorry, Daddy. There was a story about a fairy and a scary monster, and we want to know what happens next.
Very well. The monster lifted up his big hairy paw and walked along on his big hairy feet.
Ooh.
And he said, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are."
Mr. Zebra's song has sent everyone to sleep.
Granny and Grandpa's attic.
Peppa and George are playing at Granny and Grandpa's house today.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Peppa Egg.
Oh, hello, Peppa. Hello, George.
Bye-bye. See you later.
See you later. Where's Granny Pig?
Hello, my little ones.
That is Granny Pig's voice. But where is she?
Granny Pig?
Here I am.
Granny Pig! Gangy Egg! Why is Granny in the roof?
We're tidying the attic.
What's the attic?
It's where we keep all our old things.
Like you, Grandpa Pig.
Ha ha! Things that are even older than me.
Can we help?
OK.
Granny and Grandpa's attic is at the very top of the house.
That's the door to the attic.
How do we get up there?
I have a clever trick.
Hello, my little ones.
It's Granny.
Come on up.
Ooh.
This is our attic.
Wow. It's very full.
Yes, it's full of old junk.
Peppa and George are here to help us throw some things out.
Good. Let's start by throwing out this box.
Oh, not that box.
Do we really need this?
That's my ship in a bottle.
And this?
That's my other ship in a bottle.
And these?
They're my other ships in bottles. I need them all.
Well, we have to throw something out.
How about this box?
No! Not my hats!
Oh dear, we can't decide what to throw out.
I know. We'll let Peppa and George decide.
OK. Let's throw away this old case.
Oh, not
that one.
This isn't just any old case.
It's a record player.
Ooh.
And this was our favourite record.
Can we play it?
Yes.
Oh, we haven't heard it for years. Oh, this takes me back.
Come on, Peppa and George. Let's dance.
Mummy Pig is here to pick up Peppa and George.
Hello? Where are you?
Mummy Pig cannot find anyone.
What's that noise?
Mummy!
Hello?
We've been dancing to Granny and Grandpa's favourite record.
Yes. Granny and Grandpa played it all the time. Ooh, and here's the record I used to play when I was a little piggy.
What is it?
It's called Birdie Birdie Woof Woof.
Not birdie, birdie, woof, woof. You were always playing that.
I thought we'd thrown that out ages ago.
The birds go woof and the dogs go tweet. Woof, tweet, woof, tweet, woof, woof, woof. The sheep go moo and the cows go baa. Moo, baa, woof, tweet, woof, baa, moo, tweet, woof, woof, woof.
Again.
The birds go woof and the dogs go tweet. Woof, tweet, woof, tweet, woof, woof, woof. The sheep go moo and the cows go baa. Moo, baa, woof, tweet, woof, baa, moo, tweet,
Woof, woof, woof. That was fun, but we were supposed to be finding some things to throw out.
Peppa, what should we throw out and what should we keep?
I think you should keep everything. Bubbles.
Peppa and George are drinking orange juice.
What noisy little piggies.
George, look at all the tiny bubbles. I can make bigger bubbles.
Peppa is blowing bubbles in her drink.
Bubble.
George wants to blow bubbles too.
Peppa, George, you really shouldn't play with your food.
Sorry, Daddy.
Peppa, if you like bubbles, why don't you play with your bubble mixture?
Yes, my bubble mixture. George, let's blow bubbles in the garden.
Peppa is showing George how to blow bubbles.
First, dip the stick in the mixture. Then take a big breath and blow. Bubble. George, now it's your turn. Dip the stick in the mixture. Hold it up. Take a big breath and blow.
George is trying really hard, but he is running out of breath.
Achoo! George, you didn't blow hard enough.
I know a way George can make bubbles. Dip the stick in the mixture, then lift it up and wave it around.
Bubble!
It's even better if you run along.
Wait for me!
George is having fun making bubbles, and Peppa is having fun popping them.
I love bubbles!
Oh dear, the bubble mixture is all used up.
Daddy! Mommy! There's no more bubble mixture.
Don't worry, Peppa. I have an idea. Mummy Pig, bring me a bucket, please.
Yes, Daddy Pig.
Peppa, bring me some soap.
Yes, Daddy Pig.
George, bring me my old tennis racket.
A bucket? Some soap? A tennis racket? What is Daddy Pig doing?
First, I need some water. Then the soap. And now, the tennis racket, please. Thank you. Now watch this.
Ooh, wow!
Daddy Pig has made his own bubble mixture.
Come on, everyone.
Be careful, Daddy Pig. Don't slip and fall.
I'll be fine. Whoa.
Are you okay, Daddy Pig?
Yes, I'm fine. Two.
Wow!
Daddy Pig has made the biggest bubble ever.
Oh dear, I've spilt all my bubble mixture.
Now we can't make any more bubbles.
But we can play jumping in muddy puddles. Look!
Daddy Pig's bubble mixture has made a big muddy puddle.
Hooray!
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Look! The bubble mixture has made the puddle all bubbly.
Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy, bubbly puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy, bubbly puddles.
The time capsule.
Peppa and her friends are at their playgroup.
Today we are going to make a time capsule.
What's a time capsule?
A time capsule is something that will show people in the future how we lived.
How?
We'll put special things in this box and then we'll bury it in the school garden.
Will it grow?
No, Susie. It will remain in the ground for many years.
Ooh.
Now, what things should we put inside?
A comic.
Very good, Peppa.
Music.
Very good, Susie.
A toy.
No.
A coin. Stamps. Squeak. A carrot.
Oh, you do like carrots, don't you, Rebecca?
Yes.
All those are excellent things to show our daily lives.
Madame Gazelle, what will the future be like?
What do you think it will be like?
I think in the future I will live on the moon. And all my friends will come to visit. And I will fly space rockets. Hello.
Now we'll record a message for the people of the future. Say hello to the future.
Hello to the future. You're probably all living on the moon now and going on holiday to Mars. And flying around in space rockets.
Wonderful!
It is nearly home time and all the parents have arrived.
Mummy, Daddy, we've made a time capsule.
Ah, Daddy Pig, you're just in time to help us dig a hole.
Yes, of course.
Daddy Pig is digging a hole in the school garden for the time capsule.
There.
Can we dig it up now?
Oh, it will remain in the ground for many years.
Aw, but I can't wait that long.
Peppa, you are just like your daddy when he was little.
Am I?
Yes, I remember when I was his teacher.
Did you teach my daddy?
Yes, I taught all of your mummies and daddies. Didn't I?
Yes, Mademoiselle.
When your mummies and daddies were little, they made a time capsule too.
Yes, we did. We buried it next to a little tree.
Can we dig it up?
Yes, I think we buried it over here.
Oh, I thought it was a much smaller tree.
Oh, it was a long time ago. The tree has grown a bit since then.
I found something. It's our old time capsule.
Hooray!
I can't wait to open it.
Stand back, children.
Yes, Madame Gazelle.
What do we have here? Oh, an old comic.
That was my favourite comic.
A tin toy.
My favourite toy.
Music.
My favourite record.
And a very old carrot.
That's mine.
What a good choice, Mummy.
Oh, and a videotape of your mummies and daddies when they were little.
Ooh. Who's the little piggy in the glasses?
Oh, that's Daddy Pig. Oh, and that's me.
Hello to the future.
What a squeaky voice you have.
You're probably living on the moon now.
Silly little Daddy Pig.
Making time capsules is such fun. And finding them is even better.
The baby piggy.
Peppa and George are visiting their big cousin, Chloe.
Today, as well as seeing Chloe, you are going to meet your new cousin.
Ooh.
Peppa and her family have arrived at Chloe's house.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Peppa and George.
This is Chloe, Peppa and George's big cousin.
But where's our new cousin?
Here's your new baby cousin.
Ooh.
The new cousin is a tiny baby piggy.
Goo, goo, goo.
Oh, how beautiful.
Is it a girl, baby? No, it's a boy. Oh, I wish it was a girl. Me too.
George is pleased the baby is a boy.
Dinosaur.
I think the baby's too little to play with dinosaurs.
George, the baby doesn't want to play with you. It wants to play with me.
Peppa, the baby is much too little to play ball games.
But if it can't play with a dinosaur or a ball, what can it do? It eats and it sleeps. And it does that. Auntie Pig, can I hold the baby?
Yes, if you're very careful, you can hold Alexander.
Alexander?
That's his name, Baby Alexander.
What a big name for such a small piggy.
It's quite nice, even though it's a boy. Goo, goo, goo. Oh, what's that smell?
Maybe Alexander's nappy needs changing.
Ugh, disgusting.
Peppa, when you were a baby, you wore nappies.
I did not. Mummy, can I play with Peppa and George in the garden?
Yes.
Chloe, is it nice having a little baby brother? Yes, Alexander is very sweet. I wish George was a sweet little baby piggy. I know. George can pretend to be a baby piggy. He can go in my doll's pram. That's a good idea. No.
George does not want to be a baby.
George, if you pretend to be a baby, I promise to be nice to you forever and ever.
George is thinking.
And you can play with all my toys.
George is thinking more.
And when we get home, you can play with all my toys.
George has decided.
Goo, goo, goo. What a sweet baby piggy.
Here are Candy Cat, Susie Sheep, Rebecca Rabbit and Zoe Zebra.
Hello. Meh. Why is George in that doll's pram? It's not George, it's a baby piggy. Goo goo. But it is George. George is a pretend baby piggy. Ah. Is it a girl or a boy? It's a girl. No.
George does not want to be a girl baby.
OK, it's a boy. I've got some cookies. Would the baby piggy like one? Oh, no. It can't eat cookies.
George likes cookies.
Maybe it can have one cookie. Goo goo. It's so clever and so handsome. It's very funny. It's the best baby piggy ever.
George likes this game. Here is Auntie Pig with baby Alexander.
Wow! A proper real baby piggy. It's so gorgeous. It's much sweeter than George.
Oh dear, George liked being the baby piggy.
Oh, George, you'll always be my baby piggy.
Maybe it's time for a new game. How about some dinosaur chasing?
Eek! Too scary!
George liked being a baby piggy, but he likes being George more.
George catches a cold.
Today it is raining a little bit.
Peppa, George, put your rain clothes on.
When it rains, Peppa and George must wear their rain clothes.
Yuck!
George does not like wearing his rain hat.
George, you must keep your hat on.
Why?
Because you must keep dry.
Why?
Because you might catch a cold.
Why?
George, do you want to play in the garden? Then keep your hat on.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are going to jump in muddy puddles.
Yuck!
George does not want to wear his rain hat.
Peppa! George!
Come inside. The rain's too heavy to play in now.
Oh, George, where's your hat?
Achoo!
George has caught a cold.
Achoo!
Oh, poor little George. You don't sound well.
Don't worry. I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. I see. Put George to bed and I'll be straight round.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Goodbye.
Will George be taken to hospital and given medicine?
No. George just has to go to bed.
Oh, so George is not really properly ill. Achoo! Ugh, that's disgusting.
Poor George. Let's get you straight to bed.
George, you have to stay in bed for a bit.
No.
George does not want to stay in bed.
Achoo!
George, you have to stay in bed until you are better.
Why?
Because you have to keep warm.
Why?
Because Dr. Brown Bear says so.
Hello, where's my patient? Open wide and say, "Ah."
George is a little bit worried.
Peppa, you're big and brave. Can you show George how to say, "Ah"?
Of course. Ah! Ah!
George has caught a cold.
Does George need medicine?
No, but he can have some nice warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
George has been in bed all day. Now it is Peppa's bedtime.
George, are you better? Achoo!
George is not better.
Achoo! George, please don't sneeze so loudly. This is impossible.
George, here's some nice warm milk to help you sleep.
The warm milk makes George feel very, very sleepy.
Good night, my little piggies.
Ah, it's so nice and quiet.
It is morning. George has slept very well. George is better.
Come on, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day.
George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold.
Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat.
Why?
Because it's hot and sunny.
Why? George, can you stop saying why all the time? Why?
George certainly is better.
The balloon ride.
It is the day of the school fete. Miss Rabbit is running the raffle.
Roll up, roll up. The top prize is a ride in my hot air balloon.
Wow, that sounds fun. Can I have a ticket, please?
The blue ticket wins a toy car. Well done, Danny.
Can I have a ticket, please?
Thank you, Peppa. What are you hoping to win?
The balloon ride.
Wouldn't it be nicer to win the homemade chocolate cake?
Daddy Pig loves homemade chocolate cake.
The red ticket wins the balloon ride.
Hooray!
All aboard for the balloon ride. How many passengers, please?
4, please.
And Teddy. Dinosaur.
Oh, and a teddy and a dinosaur. That makes 6. All aboard! Hurry up, Daddy Pig. Hop aboard.
Quick, Daddy.
Splice the main brace. Chocks away. Full steam ahead.
Very impressive, Miss Rabbit. You must be an expert pilot.
Not really. This is the first time I've ever flown a balloon.
Oh.
Hold tight!
Miss Rabbit heats up the air in the balloon to make it rise into the sky.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Would anyone like to do the map reading?
I will.
Are you sure, Daddy Pig?
I'm very good at map reading. Oh, this map is a bit difficult.
Shall we go higher?
Yes, please. Higher, higher.
The balloon is rising high into the sky.
Oh, where did the sky go?
Don't worry, Peppa. We're just flying through a cloud.
Ooh. Wow, the sky is back again. Hooray! Big balloon, bigger than the sun and moon, flying high in the sky, fly and fly and fly and fly. Look, Teddy, we're flying really high.
Peppa, be careful you don't drop...
Teddy! I've dropped Teddy!
Don't worry, Peppa. We'll rescue Teddy. Hold tight, everybody. We're going down.
Miss Rabbit is making the balloon go down so that Teddy can be rescued.
I can't see Teddy anywhere.
There he is. Teddy's caught in a tree.
I can use this anchor to rescue Teddy. Slowly. Slowly. There.
Daddy Pig has rescued Teddy.
Teddy!
Hooray!
Oh dear, no one is looking where they are going.
Look out! Tree straight ahead! Hold tight!
Oh. First Teddy was stuck in a tree, and now we are stuck in a tree.
Daddy Pig, do you know where we are?
We're lost, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh. Look, everyone. That's Granny and Grandpa's house.
Yes, we must be in Grandpa Pig's garden.
As I thought.
Ahoy there! Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig.
Goodness me! Ahoy there, Miss Rabbit.
Help, please.
Grandpa! We can't get down!
Don't worry, I've got a ladder.
Hooray!
Everyone climbs down from the big balloon.
Granny, Grandpa! Miss Rabbit took us for a ride in her big balloon.
How very exciting.
I'm afraid the most exciting thing we can offer is a piece of my homemade chocolate cake.
Homemade chocolate cake? That is exciting.
That was the best balloon ride ever.
And that was the best chocolate cake ever.
Rebecca Rabbit.
It is the end of another lovely day. Peppa and George are playing with their friends, Rebecca and Richard Rabbit.
Home time, my little bunnies.
Oh, but we want to play some more, Mummy.
Maybe tomorrow.
Can Peppa and George come to our house tomorrow?
Yes.
Hooray! Why is Richard crying?
He's a bit scared of going downstairs.
Why?
We don't have stairs in our home.
What? No stairs?
That's right. You'll see tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It is morning. Peppa and George are going to Rebecca Rabbit's house today.
Mummy Pig can drive, and I'll do the map reading.
Are you sure, Daddy Pig? We always get lost when you do the map reading.
We won't get lost.
OK. Is everybody ready?
Yes, Mummy Pig.
Then let's go.
Peppa and George are very excited. They have never been to Rebecca Rabbit's house before.
Daddy, are we nearly there?
The map says Rebecca's house is on the next hill. I don't understand. This should be where Rebecca Rabbit lives.
We must be lost. There's just this garden of carrots.
Where can Rebecca Rabbit's house be?
Hello, everyone. Squeak, squeak. Rebecca!
Do you want to play in my bedroom?
Your bedroom? But where is your house?
Peppa cannot see Rebecca's house anywhere.
This hill is our house. It's called a burrow.
Ooh.
I'll show you.
See you later.
See you later.
Come in. We don't have stairs. We have tunnels.
Wow.
Rebecca's house is a bit different to Peppa's.
This is our bedroom.
Wow. You have a bed and a window and a toy box, just like us.
Of course.
I like your house. I wish I was a rabbit.
I know. Shall I teach you both how to be rabbits?
Yes, please.
First, you have to twitch your nose and squeak, like this.
Squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak.
Very good, Peppa Rabbit and George Rabbit.
Peppa likes being a rabbit. George likes being a rabbit.
Rabbits like carrots. Delicious.
Nom, 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 nom. Delicious. Yuck.
George does not like carrots.
He won't even try them.
Oh well, more for us then.
Rebecca, what else do rabbits like?
Rabbits like hopping. Come outside, I'll show you. Let's hop.
Rabbits like hopping.
You're very good rabbits.
Lunchtime, children!
Mummy and Daddy Rabbit have prepared lunch.
Rebecca has taught us how to be rabbits.
Ho-ho! You'll enjoy lunch then. It's our favourite. Carrots.
Delicious.
Delicious. Yuck. George will not eat carrots.
Oh dear, George. I thought you were a rabbit. Rabbits love carrots.
Wow, George is eating a carrot.
And this is our favourite cake. Carrot cake.
Hooray! Carrot cake.
George is a proper rabbit now.
The coral.
Peppa and Susie Sheep are playing Snap.
Snap! I win.
Peppa and Susie are best friends.
Meh. Snap! I win again. You cheated. I did not. You looked at the card. I did not. I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Oh dear, Peppa and Susie have had a quarrel. Mummy Sheep is here to take Susie home.
Peppa, say bye-bye to Susie.
I am not talking to her, and I'm not talking to her.
Oh. I'm sure they'll make it up. They are best friends, really.
It is not funny. We are not best friends anymore.
Daddy Pig is making supper.
Peppa! George! Supper time! It's spaghetti! What's the matter, Peppa?
Peppa and Susie have had a little quarrel.
Oh.
But I do miss Susie a bit.
Let's give Susie a call.
Hello, Mrs. Pig.
May Peppa talk with Susie, please?
Hello, Susie. Hello, Peppa. We can be friends again, if you say sorry. I'm sorry I said you cheated, even though you did cheat. Well, I'm sorry you were ever my best friend.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I can easily find a new best friend.
It is a lovely sunny day. All the children are at the playground. Danny Dog is on the roundabout with his best friend Pedro Pony. George is on the seesaw with his best friend, Richard Rabbit.
Seesaw, seesaw.
Susie Sheep is on the swings, on her own. Peppa is playing mini golf, on her own. Here is Emily Elephant.
Can I have a go? Yes! Emily, Susie Sheep is not my best friend anymore. So you can be my best friend. But my best friend is Candy Cat. Oh. Meow. Wee! Zoe, if you want, you can be my best friend. But my best friend is Rebecca Rabbit. Oh. Whee! Hello, Susie. Hello, Peppa.
Ah, good. I see you two are friends again.
We are not friends. We will never be friends again.
I think it's about time you two made it up. Peppa, say sorry to Susie.
Only if she says sorry first. Only if she says sorry first.
I know. I'll count to 3 and you can both say sorry at the same time.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry.
Now you can be best friends again.
Hooray! Susie, let's play mini golf. Good idea.
Peppa and Susie are best friends again.
Me first. My go. My ball went in the hole, so I win. But my ball knocked it in, so I win. You're just making the rules up. You are making the rules up. I win. No, I win.
You two are just the same.
That's why Susie's my best friend in the whole world. And Peppa is my best friend in the whole world ever. The power cut.
It is evening. Peppa and George are in the sitting room, dancing to their favourite song. Daddy Pig is in the hallway, vacuuming the carpet. And Mummy Pig is in her study, doing important work on her computer.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh,
Mummy! Daddy! It's gone all dark and the music is broken.
and my vacuum won't work.
And my computer has switched off.
Ooh!
Mummy Pig tries the light switch, but the lights do not come on.
It must be a power cut.
What's a power cut?
A power cut is when there is no electricity.
What's electricity?
Electricity is what makes everything in our house work.
Will the electricity come back again?
Yes, but in the meantime, we need to find a torch.
I think there's a torch in the cellar.
OK, I'll go and get it.
Will you be okay, Daddy?
Oh, I'll be fine. I can see very well in the dark. Who put that there?
Oh.
Daddy, are you okay?
Yes, it's just a bit dark down here.
Oh, I've just remembered. I think the torch is in the kitchen. Aha!
Mummy Pig has found the torch.
Can I hold the torch, Mummy?
OK.
George, look at me.
Peppa is making a funny face.
Don't worry, George. It's only Peppa. Oh, we'd better tell Daddy we found the torch.
Daddy is still in the cellar, looking for the torch.
I'm sure it's here somewhere.
Daddy, we found the torch. Luckily, it was in the kitchen all the time.
What a stroke of luck.
Now we just have to wait until the electricity comes back.
How long will that be, exactly?
I would say exactly a long time.
Oh, but George and I want to do some dancing. I know what we can do. We can watch some television. Oh, it won't go on.
The TV needs electricity too.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, now what are we going to do?
In the olden days, when there was no television, children would have to make up their own games.
I know! I need a cardboard box.
What is Peppa doing?
Mummy, will you cut a hole in this box for me?
What for?
You'll see.
Mummy Pig is cutting a hole in the cardboard box.
There you are, Peppa.
Thank you. Now you all have to sit down there. And George, you have to point this torch at me. Welcome to Peppa Pig News with me, Peppa Pig.
Peppa has made her own television.
Today, the whole world stopped working when there was a power cut. And all the electricity was lost.
Very good, Peppa.
Daddy Pig says that the electricity won't be back for a long, long time. Oh!
The electricity is back.
Hooray!
Shush! I haven't finished yet. Switch the lights off.
OK, Peppa.
Good. I have some very important news. The Queen has just found some more electricity and says that everyone can now be happy again.
Very good, Peppa.
Hooray!
Let's dance!
Peppa quite enjoyed the power cut, but she's happy the electricity is back again.
Grandad Dog's garage.
This is Grandad Dog's garage. Here are Peppa and her family in their car.
Hello, Danny. Hello, Peppa.
What can we do for you today? We've got petrol, air for tyres, and a new automatic car wash.
2 ice lollies, please.
Oh, certainly.
Grandad Dog's garage sells lots of things, even ice lollies.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love our car.
And our car loves us too, don't you?
Oh dear, the car has stopped.
It's no good. It won't start.
I know. I'll ring Grandad Dog.
Grandad Dog speaking.
Help! Our car has broken down.
Danny, we've got some rescuing to do.
Yippee!
To the rescue!
To the rescue!
Look, there's Danny and Grandad Dog.
Hooray!
Grandad Dog knows everything about cars.
Is it serious?
No, you've just run out of petrol.
What can we do?
There's plenty of petrol at my garage. I'll tow you there.
Grandad Dog is towing Peppa's car back to his garage. Grandad Dog is filling Peppa's car with petrol.
Thank you, Grandad Dog.
Here are Susie Sheep and her mummy in their car.
Hello, Peppa. Hello, Susie. We ran out of petrol. Grandad Dog rescued us. Wow, that's exciting. See you later. See you later.
Oh no! All the air has gone out of the tyre.
Will Grandad Dog have to rescue us?
I think so.
Grandad Dog speaking. I see. Don't panic, Mummy Sheep. I'm on my way.
To the rescue!
Can I go too?
Hop aboard, Peppa.
To the rescue!
To the rescue!
Hello, Susie. We've come to rescue you.
Hooray!
Grandad Dog is filling the tyre with air.
Thank you, Grandad Dog.
Here are Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig in their car.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Would you like some petrol or air?
No, thanks. I want to try out your new car wash.
Certainly. It's run by a computer.
Hello, I am the car wash of the future.
Ooh.
First, soapy water. Then a rinse. And finally, a polish. Wow! Sorry, I have malfunctioned.
Oh dear, the computer has broken and Grandpa Pig's car is stuck.
Ah! Do something, Grandad Dog.
Oh, I don't know how to mend computers.
My daddy mended our computer at home.
Well, I didn't really mend the computer. I just...
Good! Then this is a job for Daddy Pig.
Maybe if I just switch it off and then switch it on again.
Daddy Pig has mended the car wash.
Hooray!
Grandad Dog is the best at mending cars, but my daddy mended the car wash. Jumble sale.
It is a rainy day and the school roof has a hole in it.
Children, we are going to have a jumble sale. The money we raise will pay for a new school roof.
Hooray!
Everyone has to bring something for the jumble sale.
What should we bring?
You can bring an old toy or something you don't use anymore. Meow.
The parents have arrived to pick up the children.
Home time. Don't forget your old toys for the jumble sale tomorrow.
Peppa is choosing a toy for the jumble sale.
Peppa, have you decided? You only have to choose one toy.
Yes, and it will help pay for a new school roof.
Okay, I'm going to give Mr. Dinosaur.
Mr. Dinosaur is George's favourite toy.
Peppa, you can't give away Mr. Dinosaur.
Can't I?
No.
Oh, bother. Sorry, George. Dinosaur.
Why don't you give your old Jack-in-a-Box?
Okay, now it's your turn, Daddy.
What?
We must all give something to the jumble sale.
I'm giving this hat and George is giving this ball.
So what shall Daddy give? I know, the television.
Not the telly.
No, it's too useful. I know. Daddy smelly slippers. No, too smelly. I know. Daddy's old chair.
But that's an antique.
What does antique mean?
Antique means it's very old and valuable.
But you found it on a rubbish tip, Daddy Pig. It's worthless.
It'll be worth a lot of money when I mend it.
You've been saying that for ages, Daddy Pig.
I know. I'll give these lovely socks that Granny Pig made me.
Good.
I've come to collect your things for the jumble sale.
Here they are.
Thank you.
And would you like this old chair?
Oh, most generous. Goodbye.
Bye. Mummy, you gave away Daddy's chair.
Shh, don't tell him. He'll never notice.
It is the day of the jumble sale.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Peppa, how about this chair? It's a bit rubbish, but you can chop it up and use it for firewood.
But it's an antique.
Is it?
Daddy said it's worth lots of money.
Well, I never. I'd better put the price up.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa. What did you give Susie? I gave my nurse's outfit. I gave my parrot balloon. I gave my toy monkey. Oh, oh, oh. I will miss my Jack-in-a-Box. Can I buy this Jack-in-a-Box, please? And I'd like this nurse's outfit. The parrot balloon, please. Mummy, look what we've bought.
All your old toys.
We missed them.
look what I've bought. It's an antique chair.
Oh, Daddy Pig, that's not an antique chair.
It is. Miss Rabbit just said so, and it matches my old one.
Yes, Daddy. That's because...
Shh, Peppa.
It is your old chair.
What? But Miss Rabbit has just charged me lots of money for it.
Fantastic news, everybody. We have just raised all the money we need for a new school roof.
Hooray!
Thank you, Daddy Pig.
Ho ho, you're most welcome.